All right, hello everyone, and welcome to another WNEP Sports Spotlight here on Plus. I am Newswatch 16 Sports Director Steve Lloyd, and we are so happy to have part of the Riverside Boys Basketball team with us. We have the starting five here today. Joining us here right off the bout is sophomore guard Nico Antonacci, junior guard, forward, center Braden Rose, and head coach Josh Aniska. Guys, first of all, welcome. Not too far of a drive. Getting ready for a Saturday game in the district playoffs, and he kind of had a little practice today on President's Day and little community service, and then with your booster club and stuff like that. Just talk about the season so far, Josh, and looking forward to who your opponent's going to be on Saturday.
Yeah, first off, we're thrilled to be here, so thank you for having us. We have a little bit of a layoff in between the regular season until our first-round matchup because we have a first-round bye, so it's nice to do some things like this where we're doing different things aside from practice, where we're doing things as a team with the team lunch we had today and now doing this podcast. So we're really thrilled to be here and appreciate you having us. This season has been, one of the best seasons in Riverside history, I think, and it was unexpected, I think, to some people on the outside. But we knew right from the beginning of the off season that we could do something special, and it started off with a really fun and exciting exhibition season where we started off with the game against Wyoming Valley West where Nico scored 53 points in the first half. So that kind of set the tone for us in what type of season we were going to have. We played a really tough game with Wilkes-Barre at their home gym where it was just a great atmosphere, and we were really excited to be there and be part of that game. And we also traveled and played in a showcase game against a really good 5A team, Pencrest, where I think that was the game where we really realized that we could maybe do some damage and have a really successful season because we went toe-to-toe with one of the top teams in 5A. And then from there, it's been a roller coaster of emotions and excitement for us. We had some really intense battles within our division with our rivals in Holy Cross, Dunmore, and Old Forge. And the thing that stands out to me with this season is the excitement in the community and the atmosphere at all of our games. We've had multiple games where it's been sold out before the JV game even starts. So just what a great opportunity for these guys to be part of this, and they're going to remember this for the rest of their life.
Braden, we're going to start with you. Obviously, an off day from school today, but really not an off day. You were at school for practice. How do you balance all the academics and playing basketball pretty much 24/7 since football season ended? How do you balance all that?
Just in school, always just trying to pay attention and get all my work done, and then as soon as I get home, get the homework done, and then go to practice, give it all I have, and yeah.
Josh talked about the crowds, obviously the hype around the team. Nico starts out the season kind of with a bang.
Yeah.
Was it just kind of a roller coaster of emotion after that?
Yeah, he's an insane player, makes basically every shot he shoots and face guarded every single game, but, he just thrives through it and shows out.
Nico, for you, just kind of take me through, waking up this morning, obviously getting probably to the trainer and then getting some work in, getting some shots up. How do you keep yourself fresh, getting ready for who knows who you're going to play, whether it's going to be Holy Cross or Redeemer on Saturday?
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to have a big playoff run and just get in the gym every day, stay mentally focused, and prepared for anything between Redeemer and Holy Cross.
What's it like having Braden, come in? Certainly he probably didn't get too much work with you, preparing for the season because he was dealing with playing for the football team. But, once he kind of came in and you guys were able to gel with Jackson and the other players, it just seemed from there you guys were able to get things going pretty much early on.
Yeah, in the summer we played in a lot of summer league showcase games, and we built good chemistry over the summer. And when Braden goes to football season, I definitely miss him because I love playing basketball with them. And this season, he's just having one of the best seasons in Riverside history. He's a dog out there every night, just performing.
Josh, what was it like for you as a coach, knowing that you have some football players there and they're going to be in playoffs and you're not going to have them readily available, early on in those early practices, knowing that they're going to kind of come in, pretty much off of football and roll right into basketball season?
Yeah, that's really nothing new for us because we have a lot of Riverside athletes who play multiple sports, and not only Braden playing football, but Jared was playing football, Kyle Connor golfs, Mikey Shim plays soccer, golf, and runs cross country. So we try to get as much accomplished in the spring and summer, knowing that we're not going to have everybody for a long stretch over the fall sports season. But Nico has been excellent this season, especially being the leader of this team who kind of holds everything together while the other guys are out. And then I know that these guys are just competitors, that once they get finished with their fall sports season, they're going to be ready to go. And I think that's one of the benefits of having so many guys who play multiple sports is that they're constantly competing. So that never goes away. Now, basketball is a little bit different in terms of conditioning and the type of sport it is. So sometimes for certain guys it takes them a little bit while to kind of get back up to speed and get their legs under them. But once they're at that point, then we're seeing from Braden the type of things that he can do on the basketball court.
Certainly, you've had a couple battles with Dunmore, home and home. You weren't sure if you're going to play round 3 or not until Old Forge, beat them, and you guys were able to win the Lackawanna League title. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
What does it mean for your program and these kids and the community and the school district to have a league title under your belt?
It means a lot to us because the league season is a grind, where especially in Division II, where you have to bring it night in and night out, twice a week. Anybody could beat anybody, and it's very difficult to win on the road in our division. And we had some really intense games. You mentioned the loss to Dunmore. That one was actually on our home court, and we had to avenge that one. But the league championship means so much to us because it shows the longevity that we had throughout the course of the season, being prepared on a nightly basis and just being ready to compete. We haven't won a league championship since 2021. In spite of all the good teams we've had in recent years, this was the first time we were able to get it done in quite a long time. And we were anticipating having to play that third round against Dunmore. It led to what was kind of an uneventful league championship for us because we were on the bus ride home from Western Wayne. Thankfully, the game was being televised and we were able to watch it on YouTube. So in one regard, it was a little uneventful, but at the same time, it was nice that it was something that we just shared as a team on the bus together. So we're looking forward to now maintaining this and moving into the district playoffs where now it's win or go home and anything could happen on any given night.
Braden, you come off winning the Taylor's Lion Clubs tournament. You roll right into the new year. Obviously, Coach Anishka talking about, league play. You kind of had that little hiccup at home. You guys were able to avenge that and, win the league title outright. I'm sure you're happy with that. You don't have to play another game, but probably looking forward to maybe round 3 with Dunmore. And who knows, eventually you guys might meet them again, maybe down at the arena.
Yeah, it's nice, after the loss against Dunmore, Coach said, win every game so that when we get back there, it makes a statement and it's reasonable to win that game and puts us in a good spot. And then, coming into districts, we just have to have a bunch of confidence, beat whoever wins the first game and then show out on the game night.
Certainly, you probably watched a lot of film from game 1, then going into game 2, and certainly, in my eyes, it seemed like you were a little more aggressive up at Dunmore, which kind of helped you guys get that win.
Yeah, in practice, he tried to give me the ball a lot in the paint and just ended up working out.
What was it like going up there and getting that victory?
Feels amazing. We worked so hard, to get back to that point, and we made a statement out of it.
Nico, obviously only a sophomore. You got a couple more years, but playing in these league games against Holy Cross, against your arch rival in Old Forge, and then Dunmore now in Division II. I mean, these games have been electric. What do you remember the most about playing Dunmore, Old Forge, and then obviously Holy Cross?
Yeah, just the environment every game is just awesome. Seeing the whole community come out and just support us is always a really good feeling.
Do you guys kind of get a sense that it's going to be standing room only and that they're going to lock the doors, before you go into the locker room, sitting there for the JV game? You kind of get the feel like, this place is going to be packed once again?
Yeah, high anticipation every night. You can just feel the energy even when you go to school, just everyone talking about the game, know what's going to be going.
growing up, obviously you're a lot younger than I am. I certainly remember the days of Bobby Sura. I'm sure Josh remembers the days of Sura, and then obviously, McNamara playing at hand and up at Syracuse and stuff like that. Do you look at old film? Do people kind of describe his play and maybe Bobby's play a little bit? And who do you emulate your game after?
Yeah, everyone just tries to make the comparison between me, G-Mac, and Sura, but I just try to be the best version of myself, and everyone's path to success is different. And just compare myself. I try not to compare myself to anyone, just be the best version of myself.
Braden, obviously, you got a big choice ahead of you. Whether it's some football down the road or playing some basketball, certainly you'll make that decision probably with coach and the athletic director Dan Digwood there, and certainly your parents. You'll get advice. Where are you at right now? Are you just kind of enjoying the ride, playing both sports?
Yeah, just trying to be patient. I'm blessed to have everything I have right now, and when it comes down to the decision, it's in between me and my family. What's the best opportunity for me?
What do you like most about football? Was it being kind of at the wideout spot or playing a little quarterback this year?
Quarterback was tough this year, but my bread and butter is receiver, so I like that more.
And then what do you like most about basketball?
Just the physicality and getting down in the paint and just getting rebounds, and it's nice.
Coach, let's roll off some stats here. Nico right now averaging 30.6 a game. I think that's top in the league. You got Braden Rose at 20.9, and then Mikey and Jared and Kyle, who we're going to talk to in a second. These guys kind of carrying the load, point-wise, but certainly doing a lot of other things, leaders on and off the court, and certainly playing some great defense too.
Yeah, one thing I think that gets overlooked with us because we do score a lot of points is that we're a very good defensive team as well, where I think we're only giving up about 43 points per game. So sometimes that gets lost in all the excitement and the accolades about the offensive numbers. And Braden, as a 1,000-point scorer, as a junior, typically guards the other team's best player as well. So, and you mentioned Mikey and Jared and Kyle, and those guys have been the perfect role players for us. They don't get a lot of the recognition that these guys get, but they are just as important to our success. We ask those guys to be a star in their role. Whatever their role is, just be the best at that role, and they've done that for us at a level that, a lot of people probably didn't even think was possible. So I think it's always important to give those guys their recognition, whether it be, when teams are playing a box and one or a triangle and two, those guys are hitting big shots. Mikey Shim always, coming up with big plays on the defensive end for us. He has a no-quit attitude. He is one of the most competitive kids I've ever coached. And Jared, who has done a great job for us guarding the other team's post players, rebounding the basketball, and doing all the little things, all the hustle plays. So it's really come together nicely for us, where we have all the perfect pieces of the puzzle to make a complete team.
What does it mean right now to be the 1 seed in District 2 3A? You're going to have a home game on Saturday, February 21st, 1 o'clock over at your gym. Not sure who you're playing yet, but to have that atmosphere and have another game in your home gym, what does that mean?
We've been here before, and we know that once the playoffs start, those home playoff games are at a whole different level than even the regular season. We know it's going to be sold out Saturday afternoon, regardless of what team we play. We know that this is a win-or-go-home game, and everything that we've done up until this point could have a lot less meaning if we do not win this game and play on into March. We've developed a standard at Riverside where we play for March. So while the league championship is something that we're very proud of, we are laser focused on winning this next game so we can extend our season.
Braden, Saturday, 1 o'clock. How excited are you to have another home game?
Very excited. Everyone's talking about this game. If we're gonna play Holy Cross or Holy Redeemer, but just have a clear mindset and show up to the game and hopefully have a good night.
Yeah, you'll find out soon who your opponent is. Nico, another home game in front of a big crowd. You must be excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great atmosphere. All those home state playoff games and district playoff games are always fun to play in.
All right, well, that's just the start here with Nico, Braden, and Coach Aniska. We will have some more Riverside boys basketball players coming in here, the other three in the starting five next year on the Sports Spotlight. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All All right, welcome back to the WNEP Sports Spotlight. Once again, I am Sports Director Steve Lloyd here, Newswatch 16 Sports. We got 3 more starters joining us now from the Riverside Boys Basketball team, the Lackawanna League Division II champs. We have Mikey Schimmelfinnig, we have Jared Jackson, we have Kyle Connor. So we have a junior and we got the 2 seniors. So, Jared, we're going to start with the seniors first. Mikey, congratulations, Lackawanna League Division II title. Coach talked about you went up at Western Wayne. You get the Old Forge Dunmore game on YouTube on the bus on the way back. How and when did you find out that you guys got the league title?
Well, it was nice going on the bus ride home and watching that game. And then once they won, it was a weird feeling because it's like we didn't win, but it was like, yeah, we just won the league.
You were probably looking forward to possibly playing, a third game. Who knows, down the road at the arena you could get a third game against Dunmore. But talk about the first 2. You guys lose at home, avenge that loss at home on your court, and you go up to Dunmore and you beat them up there.
Yeah, it was a tough first loss at home there, but we knew coming there we could beat anyone. So we go up there and we play our game, and we could show that we could win anyone.
Kyle, was the game YouTube? Was it on somebody's iPad? Was it blasted in the bus, or was it on somebody's phone? How did you able to get the score of that game?
So we have a huge speaker on the bus.
Okay.
So I think Nico was connected to it, and we were all like huddled around his phone watching the game together.
So you're leaving the sophomore guard, the all-state guard, get the results from the game.
Oh yeah.
Old Forge is a good team. Dunmore's a really good team. Were you a little surprised at the score of the game?
I wouldn't say I was surprised. I mean, anyone could beat anyone, so we knew it was going to be a close game going into it. We were preparing for Dunmore a little bit, but anything could happen.
What makes the Lackawanna League Division II so tough this season? I mean, Holy Cross has always kind of been, the mantle, but Dunmore's program has really gotten a lot better. I think this is one of the best Old Forge teams in a while, and you guys have certainly flexed your muscle and won a lot of basketball games this season.
It comes down to everyone's pretty similar. If you look at the rosters, there's a couple main guys, and everyone can shoot around here. So a lot of good teams.
Jared, your thoughts and your reaction from when you found out that Old Forge knocked off Dunmore and gave you guys the league title?
Like Kyle said, we were all huddled around the phone, and when we finally figured out they won, we were going crazy, screaming on the bus, and we were excited.
I'm sure the sports guy in you, you like challenges. You probably wanted to play them again and kind of try to win it outright and not have it handed to you. But I mean, certainly Old Forge did you guys a favor a little bit.
Yeah. I was looking forward to playing on Friday, but they got it done, and now we're preparing for the playoffs.
What does this rest mean to you guys to get ready? You're not sure who you're playing yet. Redeemer's going to play Holy Cross. You get the winner at home Saturday the 21st at 1 o'clock. How does this rest help you guys?
We have a lot of time to prepare and get everything perfected, all their plays, get our plays down, and get ready for Saturday.
And another game at home. What's it been like this season, having the crowd and playing on your home floor?
Our student section is crazy. It's awesome to play in front of them, and all our hometown is all there, and it's awesome.
Mikey, for you as a senior, obviously you're cherishing every moment.
Yeah.
How cherished is this? And certainly you have more memories to gain here and hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
It's amazing. I mean, the memories I'm making, just the crowd, anytime you do something, it just feels surreal.
Now, I know Jared plays football. You do a little cross country. You're going to head to Gannon. Talk about the decision there to run some cross country and run at the next level. That's pretty incredible. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, I just started running, and this year had a good year. The coach was reaching out, and I just said, you know what, I'll go there because I didn't know what I want to do in college.
What is it about Riverside and the dedication to sports, not only the coaches and the athletic director and just the school district in general? Seems like they really dedicate. You guys had an incredible cross-country season this past year.
Yeah, I mean, we dedicate in every sport. Soccer, I think we won the league and stuff, in cross-country and stuff. Every sport, they make sure that you have the best thing you could so they can make us the best we can be.
So, Kyle, you'll probably be the guy on speed dial. He's going to Penn State main campus. You know what you're going to study out there yet? And maybe you could, gather up some Penn State Nittany Lion football tickets for us.
As of now, I'm undecided
Okay.
for a major, but I'll definitely be at the football games for sure.
Take me through your core now at Riverside. What are you studying right now, your classes?
In AP Stats, that's probably the hardest class right now. A lot of math classes, calculus, those are the main ones. Then physics, those are like the big 3 right now.
So is he kind of one of the smart guys on the team, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like being on this team? Obviously, Nico averaging 30.6. I mean, Braden's a dude,
Yeah.
on the football field, your quarterback, and then obviously, you you're kind of doing the workman's load. Coach talked about how you're always guarding the other guy's big guy, but you get your points once in a while.
Yeah.
But having this nucleus, how much fun has this been being with these guys?
It's so fun. We have such a good chemistry all together. We go out to eat together after practices. We have lunches that the parents put together for us, and we're all just buddies, and it really plays a big result on the court.
Now, I haven't been to all your games, but I've seen Mikey with 3 steals in the backcourt. How many times have you run up court and missed his steals, either resulting in a basket or a turnover? It's got to be at least, maybe half a dozen times?
It's a lot of times.
Why is he so good at that?
I don't know. He just sneaks up. No one sees him.
Yeah.
No one sees him.
Where does this come from? Was this taught to you at a young age, or is this instinctive? Like, do the coaches kind of let you go and do this?
So, like, when I was younger, it was always like I wasn't able to press, and it was like you had to wait the half court, so I used to pretend to tie my shoe, and I wait to go half court so I could go behind them. So I just started when I was younger to sneak around people and stuff. I was always smaller than everyone, so I just had to find a way to make my presence.
Pretty incredible you're able to do that. What's it like being a teammate with Nico and with Braden? And you're going to graduate. Jared's back. Kyle's going to graduate. But, Nico's got 2 more years. Braden's got another year. Jared's got 1 more year.
I mean, it's amazing watching him play, how he grown from even last year to this year, even Braden too. They just keep getting better and better each game. They show how good we could be, and I got to do my role to help them even get better.
Opening night against Valley West. I remember when McNamara opened up as a freshman. I know Nico's only a sophomore, but were you surprised, or did you kind of think he was going to hit that night?
I've never seen a game like that before. I was shocked when I look up at the board and he had like 53 points, and it was like we got to that second half. It was halftime and he had 53 points. It was unbelievable.
Kyle, for you, playing with Nico and Braden, obviously you're enjoying your senior season, but have those guys, and obviously Jared too. What's it like having the underclassmen kind of really supporting this team well?
Oh, it's awesome. Nico and Braden, Jared, they're all good guys, but even better players. So it's just a great experience to be able to share this with them.
Highlight moment for you so far this season? What do you remember the most?
Honestly, the bus ride home the other night when Old Forge knocked off Dunmore, gave us the league chip. It was pretty cool.
What does it mean to be the 1 seed in District 2, 3A, and know you're going to have that home game on Saturday?
It means a lot to us because there was a lot of talk around us, being that we lost a lot of seniors last year. So it's really cool to just prove that we can still be a presence without them.
Jared, for you, a home game. It's going to be the last home game of the season. You win that, you get to go to the arena. Every kid, I think, in District 2 now, with the District 2 committee having the championships at the arena, everybody wants to go down and play at Mohegan. That's a great place for championships. What are you looking forward to the most on Saturday?
I'm just looking forward to playing in front of our home crowd, playoff game. It's going to be a great atmosphere. And, Holy Cross, that's the 3rd time we're playing them this season. I think it's going to be awesome.
Mikey, for you, what are you looking forward to the most? This is going to be your last home game.
Yeah, just take everything in and feel the crowd, feel the moment, and take everything in from thing. Because I know it's my last time there, and I want to have a good presence.
Having this time off, how much does this help you?
It's good. Rest of my body, a little sore after those games, but now we can rest and then have a big game and be ready for Saturday.
Are you going to go watch the Redeemer Holy Cross game?
I would like to.
Yeah. What are you expecting in that game?
It's Holy Cross. At Holy Cross, it's a tough place to play. So, I think that Holy Cross will probably come out on top, so we'll be ready for them on Saturday.
All right, Mikey, thanks. Jared, thanks. Kyle, thanks. Good luck at school. You got another year. Good luck on Saturday, and good luck at Gannon cross country in your future.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
That's it for the Sports Spotlight. Want to thank Coach Aniska. Want to thank Nico Antonacci and Braden Rose for joining us here. And once again, thanks for you out there joining us here on the WNEP Sports Spotlight. Have a great night. Thanks.